Be blessed. I am Father Jeffrey Waldrop, and it is an honor to be a voice of He who is the voice. Jumping to conclusions. We do it all of the time. You know, you're having a bad day and someone comes up to you and says something and you just jump to conclusions what they're thinking or what they're trying to say. Or someone of a different race pops up in your path and you jump to conclusions of what they're doing or what they're about. Or someone smokes and you jump to conclusions about that. Or somebody is really big or really thin and you jump to conclusions on them. Or a person that you don't know very well and your first impression to them, you jump to conclusions. St. Paul says in Philippians chapter 4, verse 8, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. See, Paul is kind of changing our focus, especially when we jump to conclusions. He's trying to kind of refocus us, if you want to say, and say that we need to constantly be looking for that which is good, that which is holy, that which is a blessing in someone's life, rather than just jumping to rash conclusions. Because when we jump to conclusions, we end up going there. We end up imposing our motives on other people. We start making assumptions. We start seeing something that's there that is not there. And in the end, it is a waste of time when we jump to conclusions because we're not looking at what God is doing. We're just trying to impose ourselves. And I'm as guilty as anybody else. I remember going to this restaurant with this couple. It was a really, really nice restaurant, and I was so excited to be there. And we're sitting there at the booth, and our waitress comes up, and she has a stud in her tongue. And I could not look at that stud in her tongue. And I came up with all kinds of rash judgments on her. I was like, who does she think she is with that stud? Why did she do that? Why does she think that's cute, And I had all this stuff going on in my head with this stud in her tongue. Well, the couple that I was with, it didn't even faze them. And do you know, they started getting to know her and asking her questions, and come to find out she was a single mom. She had a little boy at home. This was one of 3 jobs that she had because she was trying to save up money to go to cosmetology school. Here they learned all of this about her, and here all I saw was a woman that had an ugly stud in her tongue, But they got to know her, and do you know they went back the next week and asked for her at the restaurant. And they gave her a check to pay for her first semester of cosmetology school. Shame on me for jumping to conclusions. I didn't see her for who she truly was. St. Paul says we must look for that which is true, that which is noble, that which is right, that which is pure, that which is lovely, that which is admirable. And if we do that, you won't be tempted to jump to conclusions. So notice that I'm not saying that you just have to think good thoughts about everybody. But St. Paul is saying take time to listen. Spend time to understand the other person and really try to appreciate who they are and what they are about. See, we're called to see each other as Jesus sees us, and every one of us, it's like Jesus gets right on our level. Whoever we are, wherever we are, he gets right at our level. And that's what we should be with one another. It's about not trying to give into the temptation of jumping to conclusions. I am Father Jeffrey Waldrop, and it is an honor to be a voice of He who is the voice.